What's up, everybody? It's day 2 of the NFL draft, and today we're gonna do a Seattle Seahawks post Gray Zabel selection mock draft. I really liked the Gray Zabel pick. I think it was kind of the chalk pick at 18. We really needed interior offensive line, and we made that happen. I think we're in a really good spot to take best player available for most of this draft. I'm going to take Xavier Watts at 50. He was one of the guys that I could have seen him rising into the first round and getting picked by a team like the Bills or the Eagles that need some help in that safety room. And at 52, Mason Taylor's available. He is another guy that yesterday I said might sneak into the first. I really like Mason Taylor. I think he is the third best tight end in the class. I think he is in a bit of a league of his own ahead of Gunnar Helm, Elijah Arroyo, Terrence Ferguson, and the guys in that area. I think he's significantly better than Harold Fannin. And I don't think he is a big step away from being at the level of a guy like a Colston Loveland or a Tyler Warren, who both were top 15 picks in the draft. And at 82, Jared Wilson is available. I really like Jared Wilson if we can sit him for a year, which I don't know that we would do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull the Jared Wilson trigger because this is a great spot for him at 82. I don't think you would start him year one. You would start Olu, and then you would probably have Haynes start at right guard. And with the addition of Gray Zabel to that line, I don't think it's awful. I think we're going to see much better play out of Christian Haynes this year because of the scheme fit. And we're going to see really good stuff out of Gray Zabel and even probably good stuff out of Olu Oluwatimi. And then here at 92, I am really considering taking Noel Williams. Denzel Burke is available. Dorian Strong is available. I like Noel Williams over the both of them. Logan Brown would be more intriguing in the fourth for me because of that injury history. I'm going to take Noel Williams and kind of continue beefing up the secondary. CJ West falls. I think CJ West should go top 100. I like CJ West even at nose tackle. Will Howard is also available, and he's a guy that I would love at this pick also. I have no idea why Josiah Stewart is so low for them. I think he would be a baller at outside linebacker. CJ West is going to be the pick at 137. I love CJ West as a player. He's a guy that honestly I think might play undersized nose tackle at the NFL level. Aeneas Peebles is an interesting selection here. Rashard Smith, Jack Kaiser, two guys that I really like in this range. Jack Kaiser looks to be the pick here. We need linebacker depth, and he is a very good scheme fit. And then I'm looking at receiver. I see Caden Prather here. I would really like to get Caden Prather to play him on the outside. Ricky White as well. Ran I know he ran like a 4.59 or something at the combine, and that's not reflective of how fast he is as a player. He ran a 4.4 at his pro day, and on tape you can see that he is a very fast guy. Caden Prather at 175 feels like kind of a luxury pick. Andrew Armstrong would be another guy that I would really like here. This is a tough one for me. This is three receivers that I really like for this team. I'm going to take the one that I think has the highest upside and get Andrew Armstrong. Andrew Armstrong wouldn't be a big producer year one because he would be behind Marquez Valdez-Scantling for that wide receiver 3 role. But if you give him a year, I think he could be a very impactful player. I'm going to look here at offensive line. Probably at tackle. Gerard Christian Lichtenhahn out of Oregon State was really good this year. That is a pick that I would really like to make. I think I can save that for 234 though and get another guy that I like. Could we go for a fullback maybe? Jackson Hawes is a very good run blocker that I think could be very, very nice in this offense as a fullback. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Jackson Hawes and then I'm going to tackle and I'm going to go to Gerard Christian Lichtenhahn. I really like how this draft turns out. You get a starter at left guard day one in Gray Zabel, maybe a starter Jared Wilson if he really performs in camp at center. Xavier Watts as your safety 3, and then he transitions into that starting role next year, and you don't bring back Kobe Bryant. Mason Taylor might be tight end 1, just immediately for us. You could bring in Mason Taylor and keep Noah Fant as a pure receiver, or you could get Mason Taylor and you could cut Noah Fant, save some money, roll that over into next year when you've got to extend all your guys. That is also an option. Noah Williams is a guy that I think would probably beat out Josh Jobe in training camp for that CB3 spot on the other side of Rick Woolen. And if he doesn't, then that's great. That's another year that Noah Williams gets to spend probably rotating with Jobe at that point if Jobe was going to get the starts. And that's just a year that he can really develop into the player that you want him to be. And next year, you can start him and you could bring back Rick Woolen or you could bring back Josh Jobe, whichever one of those two that you like more. And that's a very solid corner room. I think CJ West is your nose tackle. He's an extremely good athlete. He's very good against double teams for his size. He would really free up Byron Murphy to go into that 3-tech, line up on a guard, and kind of get more one-on-one opportunities, which I think is going to make him a very dangerous player. Jack Kaiser's your LB3, very good scheme fit, and he's a very good insurance policy if you have a guy that goes down. Andrew Armstrong in the 5th, outside receiver, big body, good at the catch point. A guy that probably isn't going to get a ton of snaps year one, but once MVS is gone, he could really, I think, take over the outside from MVS and continue being who he was at Arkansas. Jackson Hawes is your fullback. He's a very good run blocker. He can really get out in front of guys into the second and third level, and he can move people at that point. And then Gerard Christian Lichtenhahn is a swing tackle that you can get because it does seem like Josh Jones is going to be our backup left guard and not a swing tackle for us, which would leave us with only Mike Jarrell as our backup tackle. We're going to download that. That's very nice for us. That's a good draft in my opinion. I will be streaming day 2 of the NFL draft today when that comes on. Swing over to my stream. I'll put the link to it in the description. I hope you have a good day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. And pull up to the stream if you want to. I believe that is at 4 p.m. PST. I'll probably be on 10 to 15 minutes before, getting ready, getting set up. I'll have my face cam on. It's always a good time. Yesterday was really fun, and the Seahawks have 4 picks in day 2, so we're going to be getting active. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.